Okay, so just a quick video on doing an install of the 360 cameras on a Q5. I think this is like a 2016, I think. I could be wrong. But we're also doing a RSNav install at the same time. So this video, I'm not going to go through it in detail. If you need details, you can go to my other video where I go through step by step. But the concept is really the same on this Q5. Everything is very similar. So I just want to go through it really quick where I ran the wires and then where all the screws are and so on. So starting with the front, the front camera mounts right here. It comes with this piece and then it just clips into the grill. So what I had to do is take this piece off. You've got clips right here. You press the middle of it, it'll drop in, and then you just take the clip out, and then so there's a bunch of them around here. And then this piece right here clips in the front, so you just have to snap it out of its place. The nice thing about this car is that I didn't have to take the bumper off like I did on my car. So once I took this piece off, then you have access behind the grill. You can run the wires. I ran them over here. I came out right here, ran them here. Underneath, you can kind of see part of it here. And then under this piece right here, so this actually just snaps out. There's you have to remove this cover that just snaps out, and there's 4 clips, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so you lift that and then this will just kind of come out. You have to remove this piece, which has 2 screws. I think they're 10mm. There's one here and there's another one underneath, and then you just take this plastic piece and just slide it out. And then underneath is where the ECU is for this car. So that's exactly what I did on my car. I ran the camera right underneath the ECU. So you can run the wires in there. And I already put it back together, but once this cover is off, you can see the wires underneath there. To take this down, you pop this out. You have a notch right here. You just put a plastic piece or a screwdriver and this will pop out. And then for this, you have to remove this piece right here. That's on clips. And then on the other side, it's got a clip too. So you'll take this piece out, and then there's a screw underneath here. There's a screw right here. They're both 8mm. And then there's a screw right here and one right there. Once you do that, then you start kind of from the top and then just try to snap it out. It's got clips around here, so that'll come off, and then you can just take that out. The rest of the process here is exactly the same as in my other video that I did on my car. Same process here on the Q5. There's no room to run the wire through it for the camera, so you have to cut it and pin it. So that's what I did here. And then on the side door here, here's where the camera's installed, right about here. And to take this off, the concept is the same. You pop the mirror out, it's just on clips. This comes off, it's just on clips as well. And then the door card here, let's see, there's a screw right here. That's a Torx screw. There's a Torx screw right here. And then you have to pop this piece out, start from the back. You want to start here and then slowly go towards the front, and then this piece will come out, and there's 2 screws there. Once you get the screws out, then same concept in the other video. Start from the bottom and the panel should pop off. You want to start, you've got clips all around here, and then on top it's just like in the other video, it's kind of like hooked into the door itself. Over here, once I had both of the wires here, and I guess I can talk about this as well. So once I got the wires through, I had to pin the cable into the connector. Same thing as on my S5. I took out this piece right here. It's on clips, so I just started from the back, clip, clip, clip. There's a clip right here. And then the handle, it's the same concept as in my other video, so I won't go through that. And then once I had both cables over here, I ran them right above here. There's like a heating duct, and I just zip tied it to that. And then I was able to go approximately like right here. There was a hole I came through. And then over here, let's see, I don't know if I can see it at this point, but in the back here, I put like a wire right back here. There's a hole over here, and you can go back there. I pulled the cables in up here, and then once I did that, I pulled them up underneath behind this. It's very difficult because they've got all these brackets right here, and then this one right here, and then you've got the vents. So I just used a wire that I fed from the top. I fed it down, and then I tied both of these to that wire, and I simply pulled them up. So I have them coming out over here. Okay, so on the back, obviously you have the 3 camera right there, so that's already the 360 camera. It's been replaced. Concept is very similar. Obviously you have to run the wires a little bit differently on this one, but you have to take this panel down. You've got a cover here and a cover here. Those are just on clips, so you take that off. There is I think it's a T20 screw right here and right here once you take the cover off, and then there's this small panel right here. You twist this guy, take that off. There's a T20 there and a T20 there, so that once you take those 4 screws down, then you just the whole entire panel is on clips, so you just start pulling. This can stay, that doesn't have to come out. Once you pull the panel down, be careful, you have the button for closing it, and then you have a cable for this. And then once you get that down, that's pretty easy. It's very easy to replace the camera. The concept is the same as in my other video. There's a bracket with some 10 millimeters, so 10 millimeter screws. Once you get those out, just disconnect the old camera, put your new one on. So I ran the cables, the camera is right about here somewhere. I ran the cables over here, down this and this guy. Once you have this panel off, this will come off as well. Same thing, you've got clips. There's one here, there's one here, there's a bunch along here and along here. I didn't actually take the whole thing down. I just took about this and I came to about right here. I unclipped it, and that was just enough to bend this plastic piece down. You can run the cables then down here. This also, it's not even on clips, it's just kind of like hugs the whole thing, the whole hinge. So you can just take this, remove this, like once you have this out, this will just come out. And then there is a white piece that goes over here, that's this piece right here. That's also, it's got tabs on the back, and then here it's not really even clips. They kind of look like clips, but they're not. It just kind of hugs the whole entire thing up here. So I took that off, and then I ran the cables down here, and then you want to make sure that because the whole door closes and you got the hinge, you've got this whole harness here, you want to make sure that you zip tie it really good to that, because you don't want those cables to be loose and then get caught on something, and when the gate closes you're gonna rip them. So I zip tied it really good here, and you can see there right here. So let's see what else. So I ran the cables right about, let me see, put some light on it. Yeah, I ran them right up here and then back there, and then I fished it down here. I took this cover off. This is just on clips as well. You can use a plastic tool to remove these, and there's a speaker behind there, so I took those 2 screws out, took the speaker out, and that gave me room so that I could feed those wires in here and then feed it behind there, and I could pull them out here. Once I pulled them out here, you can just open this this just opens. It's got a handle underneath, so pull on that, this opens, and then I was able to feed those wires more down here, so you can actually see here. I do have 2 wires because I'm also installing a wire for a backup or a dash cam, and he's got a rear view one, so that's why there's 2 wires. But if you're installing just the 360 cameras, you're gonna have 1 wire. So you can see it's right here, and then I'm going to run it, you know, to the car, to the front of the car, and I'm actually going to run it right down here, over here, in front of the doors, in the door jambs, and then up front. So over here, there is a clip like this. So it's just clipped in, so you can you actually slide it. So slide it forward, and then it will come out. And then there was a screw, a Phillips screw, right there. And that allowed me to then take this piece and then kind of bend it, and I was able to fish the wires through here. So you can see they're sitting right here and right over there. So I fished them through here. There's a bundle of wires, so I'm going to continue with that. And then, so over here on this side, you see here's where the wires are, and I'm going to run them underneath this piece. So I unclipped this, unclipped it down here. It's on clips as well. So and then I kind of pulled on it right here, and you can see that right there. You can see that bundle of wires. It goes back there. So I actually did feed a wire through it, and that's this wire right here. And so now I'm just going to tape them together so I can feed it underneath. And then I'm just going to continue down underneath this plastic right here. This side one right here, I'm not going to take it out. I don't think there's any reason to. I should be able to just feed it underneath that. And then of course the glove box and everything is dropped because the install is in the middle of it. But once I feed it underneath this piece, I did take out this side piece right here. So that's what this piece right here is. So like I said, it's just got clips, 1, 2, and a third one right there, and there is one over here. So there's a total of 4. So I'm going to run the cables over here, up here, and that should be really it. And then I'll just run them behind the glove box and then into the RSNav. Once you remove the door card, as I said, there is a screw right there, screw right there, and then one over here. That's the other one. And then you just got clips all around. This one popped off, one right there. This one popped off as well, one right there, one right there. And then the lip is right here, which goes into this channel right there, so it hangs on that. Underneath here, it's the Q5 is very similar to the 4 and 5 series. So you've got the door module right here, the speaker right here that needs to come out. You've got this upper piece right here. This actually just sits like this, so once you take off the door card, you just slide it off, and this whole piece just comes off slowly. So it's just pressed on. There's no clips, there's no screws on it. The mirror, the whole entire assembly mirror holds by screws, obviously. So there's one in here, and they're all hidden. There's three screws, and they're all hidden with this cap. So this cap was right here. Take that off, and you have a torque screw in there. There's another one right here, so you got to take that cap off, and there's another one outside here. Take that off, and then the whole entire mirror should come off. When I did it on my S5, so I did a very detailed video on that one, so watch that one if you need details. But this is just a quick overview to show you the small differences that you get on the Q5.